Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Welcome to another Black Lives Matter month and Black History Month, and we're doing a 2002 movie, American sports comedy film directed by John Schultz and written by Michael Elliott and Jordan Moffat. I'm sorry, I got the giggles. This is the 2002 film Like Mike with Little Bow Wow. Now he's just Bow Wow, and John Lipnicki from Stuart Little, Robert Forster, may he rest in peace, Crispin Glover, Eugene Levy, and Richard T. I think it's Richard. Is it Richard T. Jones? No, Morris Chestnut as the main guy. Tracy Reynolds, who's the main basketball star for the L.A. Knights, because they can't use the L.A. Lakers in this movie, mainly because of budgetary reasons. This movie came out in summer of 2002. I didn't see it in the theater. I was in high school when it came out, so I was too old for it at the time. And it's a PG Fox movie from back in the day. You know, it was a good movie for its time. It still holds up. I think it's very cute. Little Bow Wow's a good actor. I like him as an actor. He had more dignity in this than Fast 9. Yeah. And also, this has Oscar nominee for this year for The Power of the Dog. Jesse Plemons is in this movie. He was a teenage boy. It's weird to see him. I saw him and I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, that's Jesse Plemons when he was a kid. I didn't know he was a kid actor because I saw this movie years ago, so I didn't remember it. And I said, Jesse Plemons is in this movie? Yeah, he plays Ox. He's the main white kid that goes after the sneakers. That the premise is that the film follows an orphan kid, a black orphan kid, who gets a basketball talents after finding an old pair of sneakers that once belonged to the one and only Air Jordan himself, Michael Jordan, from the NBA. And yeah, it's basically, if you took a Slam Dunk Ernest from the 90s and did it here with a bigger budget and with big name actors, you would get the same movie, but except it's a kid and not an adult, not a 40-something-year-old man. But it's funny. I think the movie's charming. It has a lot of heart, especially the ending. The ending is basically like Angels in the Outfield, where the lead guy adopts the main kid. Spoiler alert, yeah. Morris Chestnut is like, I don't want you living in this group home anymore, in this orphanage. I want to adopt you as my son. And he also takes John Lipnicki. And they never mention race, so suck on that, freaking haters. Also, yeah, what else is it? Who else is in the movie? Yeah, Brenda Song, yes. Before she did Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, she did this movie. So cute. I love her. You have Fred Armisen as a new age dad. You have Vanessa Williams, not the singer Vanessa Williams, actress Vanessa Williams. She plays a pharmacist. You have Reginald Vell Johnson in the cameo. You have a ton of cameos from NBA stars. Vince Carter, Gary Payton, David Robinson, Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber, Allen Iverson. There's a lot of cameos in the movie, but they're all ball players because they're real ball players. The only actors in the movie that are not ball players are the actors, like Bow Wow, Morris Chestnut, etc. And it's funny because this movie came out. The film was released on July 3rd, 2002 by 20th Century Fox. That's why it's on Disney Plus. 4 years after Jordan left the Chicago Bulls, so it was a little late, but Jordan was still playing for the Washington Wizards. 1 year before Jordan retired for the third and last time from the NBA and during his playing career with the Washington Wizards. But Jordan didn't make a cameo except, they endorsed his face and they mentioned him. And it's not like the joke in Space Jam: A New Legacy where they said, I found Michael Jordan, which made me smile because I remember the first movie, and it's Michael B. Jordan. That was pretty funny. But here, there's no cartoons here. It's just real people. And the film has a great soundtrack. It's got a lot of laughs. There's some things that don't work. Some of the other orphan kids in the movie are just like kind of forgotten. They just remember Lipnicki, Bow Wow, Brenda Song, and Jesse Plemons, and that's about it. Everybody else is just there. Crispin Glover's very creepy in the movie. He's like, I'm your guardian, and I'm gonna take care of you. I'm like, yeah, he's really creepy. The film, yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes score was not that bad, 57%. That's higher than half of the DCU movies that came out. A pleasant and innocuous diversion for kids, but adults may have trouble sitting through its predictable plotlines and schmaltz. It's cute, guys. This is not He Got Game. This is not a Spike Lee joint. It's a freaking PG kids movie. No curse words, no sexuality, no drugs. Well, actually, I'm wrong. There's no illegal drugs. No one's using cocaine or needles. There's a funny scene where Morris Chestnut goes to the pharmacist and he has to get allergy pills and sleeping pills, and he takes the sleeping pills instead and falls asleep in the car. And yeah, the movie it was not meant to be a franchise. It got a sequel, but it's basically a standalone sequel that's basically the same movie except with a different kid playing the lead. But I like the first one better. This is a much funnier movie. Its heart is in the right place. It had cost 30 million and made 62, so it made about double its budget back. That's more than some movies made today. Why? It doesn't have god awful CGI. It doesn't have bintos. It doesn't have agenda shoved in my face. It's not 2.5 hours long or 3 hours, The Batman. It's only an hour and 35 minutes. Some sports movies are like 2 or 3 hours long. Yeah, not here. This is short and sweet. It's a good looking film. It has a budget. It's funny. It's got a great cast for a kids movie. Usually, sometimes the kids are the best actors and then the adults are forgettable. No, I think Morris Chestnut plays a really good father figure for Bow Wow. I like their characters. Calvin and Tracy, they really have good chemistry. The woman that goes to see Calvin, what's her name? Tucker, Sandra Prosper. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she's in the movie. She's like the hot chick that hits on Calvin and Morris Chestnut, and she's beautiful. I haven't shown you a picture of her, but and it's a movie that if you've seen this movie. Is it predictable? Yeah, but it's nice. It's a nice feel good movie with all the dark things that we get now with black people, like Bel Air and freaking Riverdale that has some black people, and also all this other woke shit that's too much. I'm like, sometimes I don't want to see a struggle movie. I want to see something light. This has been a very, very dark year for me so far. Not horrible, but winter's just slow and boring, and I need to see something fun, not something that's going to challenge me emotionally. I've already cried enough this year and last year. Hold on, let me show you the picture of her. And I like this better than a lot of kids movies that came out last year or in 2020, because at least it knows what it is. Doolittle didn't know what the hell it was doing. Freaking Jungle Cruise was a piece of shit and it was too long. These other movies like Secret Society of Second Born Royals, yeah, that was just a mess. And it didn't have any plot to speak of. It was just the same shit all over again. Where is she? It's hard to find her here because she's barely in the film. Fawn Chambers is the cheerleaders are super hot in this movie. One of them is Sandra McCoy, and the other's Fawn Chambers. She's from Psych. Yeah. What was her name? Sister Teresa? No, that was the white old lady. Sloane Segretti. Yeah. Stephen Thompson. Schultz. I don't even think she's probably uncredited in this movie because she's not in the film that much. Hold on. I'm still looking for her. Delivery man. Clients. Susan Chang as a Hallmark mom. Yeah, but anyway, the movie's fun. If you've never seen it, it's on Disney Plus, so you can stream it for free. It's worth your time. It's not horrible. Critics were mixed on it, but it's still better. It's still got a better reaction than what happened with Uncharted and other movies that have recently come out. And it's not a chore to sit through. If you have kids, it's inoffensive. They can watch it. It's not like Peacemaker, which is not for kids. So God no. But anyway, that's my short review of Like Mike. It's fun. Its heart is in the right place, and it has a good, it had good timing for this month since I had it. Last year I could barely see anything. I know you could barely see me, but anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.